Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work without you guys. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up. Wake up, guys. Wake up. Here we are. It's Tuesday morning, and we've had the draft. It's now done and over with. And what typically would be happening would be this week you'd have all the rookies headed for the individual teams, the press conferences and stuff with the owners and getting the contract signed and beginning workouts and physicals. But we're at a bit of a different time right now because of the coronavirus, and we don't know exactly how that offseason is going to work. We do know that they're going to be doing or beginning to do virtual workouts and things. And so a little taste of what they're doing or what we're hearing is, and where teams are basically seeing if they like this or don't like this, but basically you're getting a smartphone or a tablet and you're leaning it up or putting it in a holder and stuff, and we're doing workouts and stuff so that way the trainers can see what you're doing. And of course, they're doing classroom work where they're talking about installing the offense and defense and things like that. So there is work being done and knowledge, but it's not the same thing as having, the facilities where you got guys that are rehabbing. And, we know we have Leighton Vander Esch who had the neck issue. You would love the trainers to be able to work with that guy's neck on a daily basis. Connor Williams coming back from ACL surgery about 4 months ago. You want him in there in that ice whirlpool at 6 a.m. and then you go to the hot whirlpool and then back to the ice whirlpool and then the hot whirlpool, and then you start stretching and working and strengthening that leg and doing all those great things. But we can't do those things currently. And we do have a few players that you still worry about because, like Tyrone Crawford, he ended up having his hips, both of them worked on. We got guys that need to be there working out, but this disadvantage goes throughout the NFL. So last night, I want to shout out to everybody who came in last night on our live stream post-draft. It was fun. It was kind of busy. It was so busy, in fact, that I couldn't actually get to the things I wanted to talk about last night because I kept getting interrupted by all these damn Eagles. Eagle fans, we're like family. I know we don't see eye to eye on our teams, but we're still like family, right? Had a few new ones that were coming in that don't understand the rules of the rule, the rules of the room. Now listen, let me explain something real quick. We have fans from all over. I got Jet fan. I got, 49er fan. I got Detroit Lions fans. I got Miami Dolphin fans, New Orleans Saints fans, Eagles, Redskins, Giants and stuff. I've got nice ladies up in here. I got young kids. I got people like my age and even older. And this isn't like EDP's channel where it's, F this, kiss that, suck that. That's not what we're here for. Now, we trash each other's teams to a point, but we don't go in here with just nonsense. So if you're like a 12-year-old kid that's in your mama's basement, don't come in and say, you kiss your dad on the lips. What is that? What is that really? Seriously? That's the best you can do? Come on, man. This is not the place for you if that's what you're here for, because we're here dealing with life and football, how it relates to life. So come in, be positive, promote your team, stand by your team, but don't be a jackass, okay? That's all I ask. Don't be a jackass, but people are welcome in here. So we had all these salty Eagle fans in here that 1 minute are pounding their chest talking about all the speed. We got speed, man. We got tons of speed in the later rounds. You're not going to be able to stop the speed that the Eagles have. Carson Wentz got a whole bunch of weapons. Okay, all right, then good. I'm glad you're satisfied with what you got. If that's the case, then why we get all the extra venom last night? Seriously. I couldn't talk about the things I wanted to talk about, dealing with you guys just literally just defecating all over yourself. You seemed a little bit extra salty last night. Am I wrong? Are you mad about something? Is something bothering you? Did somebody kick your dog? I just want to know. It has nothing to do with CeeDee Lamb, does it? And the Cowboys taking him out from under you, right? That doesn't have. I mean, I've seen the videos and things. But that's just YouTube. That's not how you really feel, is it? Oh. Well, you got Dallas from us last year, so payback's a biatch. So CeeDee Lamb. Wow. This is going to be nice. This is a quote from CD. I just want to be another target Dak can rely on. Ooh. Being in the type of offense is going to be pretty nice. New at Dallas Cowboys wide receiver, CD3. Okay. All right, that's the end of the quote. And that feels like an understatement, to be honest with you, man. We ended up having 431 yards a game last year. And that's with 51 drops. That's with a season where Zeke Elliott was going more like this. I need a blow. And not seem to have that extra burst, being one of those guys that didn't really have the long runs. I think he was like 27th in like longest runs from scrimmage. And yet we averaged 431 yards a game. And now you put another playmaking wide receiver up in here. This offense can be scary. This offense was already scary. And that was with Jason Garrett as a head coach, who was not in any shape or form an innovator. If we get away from the ground and pound, the good old 3 yards in a cloud of dust, we're going to run Zeke Elliott up the middle on first down, 75% of the time. If we start doing play action, understand what play action does and what play action is. Play action was what got the Rams to the Super Bowl. 6 years ago, the Cowboys were like fourth in using play action at about 20% of the time. Now, they're still right around 22%, and they're somewhere in like the middle of the road at best in using play action. But play action is enough to get indecision with players, with the quarterbacks being froze, the safety, the linebackers. That hesitation, that doubt of what's going on in front of you. And when you had a dynamic back like Todd Gurley back there, you had to be concerned about him running up the gut. But you fake it, and you get your quarterback out in space. You get more one-on-one opportunities. You open up run-pass options where you're basically putting a cornerback on an island. Do I stick with the guy I'm covering? Or do I go after the quarterback? Because I got two people here, and I can't get them both. I got to pick and choose. And if you got to pick and choose between CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, or Michael Gallup, oh my God. I can understand why the Eagles fans are a little salty. Mike McCarthy's already started working on new wrinkles because of CeeDee Lamb. You could see something like we've never seen before. We've had good receivers before, but I don't know that we've had triplets and just wide receivers. Seriously. We had Michael Irvin and, Alvin Harper. We had Dez and Terrence Williams. We had T.O. and Miles Austin. But you ain't never, ever had three guys that could potentially get 1,000 yards each on the Dallas Cowboys at one time. Never. And that, my friends, could be scary. I know a lot of people still don't believe in Dak. Dak is trash. Dak trash cut. Game manager. Can't throw the ball deep. Dink and dunk Dak. All these things. But you don't really seem to understand. Dak is a timing route guy. I'm throwing to a spot. And if we are installing more of the West Coast offense, where it's about quick releases, getting the guys the ball in space so they can make a move or make a play with it, oh my God. You could be witness to something that we have never seen before as a Dallas Cowboy fan, where we rival the greatest show on turf. I can't wait. I pray that we can get this thing together so we can start getting these guys out on the field and start working out for the football season, because, man, it may be something incredible to witness. Really incredible. And you almost feel like the stars are aligning for the Cowboys. You know, for CeeDee Lamb to make it all the way to 17 is reminiscent of the 2005 draft, where Alex Smith went number 1, and you had Adam Jones picked up in there and other guys and Ronnie Browns. And here it is, Aaron Rodgers falls all the way to 25th. The next person drafted was Jason Campbell, to tell you how far in the draft he went. Now, I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, but the Green Bay Packers lucked the hell up that guy fell that far. And maybe this is the Dallas Cowboys finally having the luck in that black cloud change for them, because we got lucky on that one. Eagle fans, well, I guess y'all just going to be salty for a while. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, it's time for me to go to work. I got work to do in the workshop, and I need to go out and do a little bit of shopping. I'll see you guys later.